So the steward's decision over the weekend about Pecco, did he touch the green or did he not touch the green? Now, being a steward or a clerk of the course myself, I know how hard it is, and you know, you have to be comfortable with not always making everyone happy, and some tough decisions have to be made. Now, stewards are kind of hiding behind, oh well, the sensor wasn't triggered. Now, if you do look at the photograph, you see some of his tyre was on the green and some of his tyre was touching the curb. The sensor wasn't triggered, but if I was KTM, I would be banging down the door of the FIM to say, what the actual fuck are you doing? You know, they penalised Brad, they didn't penalise Pecco, you know, and then they were saying even if it did trigger that Brad Binder was too far behind Pecco to make any difference, so they weren't going to give him a time penalty anyway, which is a load of horseshit, right? So for me, if we gotta look at it like this, is that you know, end of race, touch the green and you get a penalty is just a load of shite, to be honest. Like, I can understand if he ran maybe a foot onto the green, gained an advantage and passed him, you could say, yeah, well look, there you fucking did it, right? But touching or slightly touching the green line, you're not gaining an advantage, you're not going to do it. You know, when you look at the incident itself, Pecco had to go a little bit wider than Aleix Espargaro so that he could try and get up the inside of the next corner. That is just a natural racing thing, and if two boys are battling over first position and there you are, then you're saying, oh well, you touched the green slightly, you know, you didn't gain an advantage but you touched the green and you destroy someone's race. It's just a pile of poo, to be fair. Now, the inconsistency of the stewards, that's a complete other thing. You know, I've had to be in my bonnet over the long lap penalties, all of this stuff for a long time, and genuinely, I think it's time for those stewards to go, if I'm very honest. You know, Freddie Spencer is a great rider, was a great rider, but he's not up to it anymore. He's not in tune with the current Motogp bikes and statuses and whatever. So I think it's time for him to go. He's supposed to be kind of the rider's eye view of it, and all we see is riders getting penalised for stupid fucking things when then big things do happen and fuck all happens to them. So for me, I think it's time for the stewards to go, get a new bunch in and try and make it, you know, consistent. Like, if you're going to be a prick, be a consistent prick. That's the end of it, you know what I mean? Then no one can say that you're giving an advantage to one or to the other, because if you look at it, KTM are now having the input of saying, well, Ducati touched the green line, nothing happened to them, you penalised us twice. But I'd definitely love to know your thoughts. What do you think of the stewards? Do you think they need to go? And I'd love to know, was Pecco over the line in your opinion or not? Definitely leave your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll be back again tomorrow with another video.